Hey guys, how's it going? So Congressman Matt Gaetz from Florida has just introduced a new bill to simply abolish the ATF. Yes, I think this bill's totally awesome. I'm going to show it to you in 1 second. But if you guys could please share this video. I want more people to know about this bill so we can all get behind it. And also so you can let more people know about my channel. So this is in response, and this is Matt Gaetz' final straw to the ATF in response to this new pistol brace clarification, reclassification rule that bans braces, makes them SBRs, does who knows what, because the more I read the 293-page rule, the more arbitrary it seems, the less sense it makes, and it's literally crazy, and I think you guys agree with that too. So Congress is fighting back. And again, this is something that I think is awesome, and I want you guys to get behind. I'm going to read a little bit from a short article from OANN, and I'm going to leave a link to that, as well as the bill, down there in the description, so you guys can call your congressman. I'm going to show you the bill in 1 second. It's like the shortest, sweetest bill I've read, and I totally love it. So it says, Matt Gaetz, Republican of Florida, has criticized the ruling, and Attorney General Merrick Garland, who said that the rule enhances public safety. Yeah, right. The Republican said that the rule unfairly punishes disabled gun owners and those who rely on stabilizing braces to be able to fire with one hand. Another Congressman, Rep. Tom Tiffany, also fired back, and I like this quote from him. Joe Biden's abusive taking of firearms, ATF, agency doesn't make laws. Do you like what he did with that? ATF, abusive taking of firearms? You got that right. Congress does. Their new pistol brace rule is unconstitutional, and I will fight tooth and nail to have it repealed. Now, there's several bills getting introduced into Congress right now, including this one, which is H.R. 374, called Abolish the ATF Act. And in a phone interview Wednesday morning, Gaetz explained, here's a quote, I have a lot of disabled veterans in my district who enjoy pistol shooting and rely on stabilizing braces to be able to engage in the activity. He said in a phone interview, the recent actions from the ATF essentially allow them to make case-by-case determinations on whether a pistol with a stabilizing brace is legal or an unlawful sawed-off shotgun. I think he meant to say short-barreled rifle there. All right, now I'm going to show you guys the bill. You can literally fit this thing on a postcard. Yeah, I know. We're used to this 5,000-page omnibus bill that recently passed. Nobody could read it. It takes a pallet of cases of copy paper just to print it out. Yeah. No. The whole bill's right here. And it literally just says that it's a bill. It says the act may be cited as the, quote, Abolish the ATF Act. And here's the meat and potatoes of it right here. Don't blink or you're going to miss it. This is the whole bill, and I love it. The Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives is hereby abolished. Period. Look, I want you guys to get a hold of your congressman. I'll leave a link down in the description where you can locate them and their phone number. Now, before I do, I already know what you guys are going to say. But hold on a minute. The Senate is controlled by Democrats. Yeah, I know. And the former vice president probably isn't going to sign a law like this. Yeah, I know. But politics is downstream from culture, and we're in a culture war right now, one that we need to win. And in my opinion, the more people that call their congressmen to get behind this, and if it could get through committee, and if it could actually pass the House, that's a huge, huge statement. Because don't forget, almost all Democrats are anti-gun, but a lot of Republicans are too. But the best chance we have of this passing right now is through the House, with the narrow Republican majority. And when the Republicans had the White House, the Senate, and the House of Representatives, we didn't pass any pro-gun legislation. In fact, Trump did orders to ban bump stocks, which is what really started all this trickle-down effect, and we're still reaping the ramifications from that with this pistol brace rule, frames and receivers rule, and many other things. So if we want to change things and let Congress know where we're at, I think it is good. And look, it takes like 30 seconds. Call your representative. You can call their local district office as well as their DC office. That's 2 phone calls. All you literally have to say is, I support Representative Gaetz' H.R. 374, which abolishes the ATF. Send your congressman an email. minute or two, spend another minute or two talking to your friends about it, and that's how we start to chip away. Because in my opinion, we don't need the ATF. For the vast history, tradition of the United States, think about Bruin, history and tradition, we didn't have an ATF. And this country got along just fine. And actually, before we had the ATF, if you look at the history before that time, and then look at the time that they were enacted up until now, we've become less safe. America's become more dangerous. And no doubt America's become more tyrannical. So we were better off before we had them. We're worse off now that we do have them. And I talked quite a bit about that brace ban rule in a video last Friday, as well as on my 2-hour live stream, which I do every Friday night. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you come check it out. We have a great time, great people in the chat. And look, here's where I'm at, and I think a lot of you agree. The ATF and so many of these bureaucracies, but the ATF as it pertains to guns, right? They've just become this rogue, like unequal fourth branch of government, where they're supposed to be law enforcement, which would be under the executive branch. They're also writing new laws. I mean, that's literally what it means when you come up with this new brace rule. And they're also acting like the judiciary branch, adjudicating their own rule. Because there were over 200,000 comments that the public put in, people like me and you, talking about how unconstitutional it is, and talking about how they can't do it and they shouldn't do it. And they sit there in dozens and dozens of these cases they go through in circles, these circular arguments, and they just summarily dismiss everything that we said, everything that very intelligent lawyers said, everything that gun rights groups said. And they basically decided, nope, we're going to make a law, we're going to enforce the law, and we're going to decide that our new law is constitutional. And that's the definition of tyranny. That's like a rogue fourth branch that doesn't seem to be checked by anybody. Laws like this would definitely put them in check because it would abolish them. And I think it's very, very important as a statement that can help us win the culture war. And that's very, very important. And you guys are very, very important. So I encourage you to call your congressman, encourage them to vote for 374. Share this video with your friends so that they can do the same thing. All right, guys. Thanks for watching, and have a good one.